comes Paleface Adios on the outside. Radiant Group's there in the centre, then Junction Road. Rip Van Winkle second last into the stretch. Straightening up now, 200 metres left to go. It's Koala King, 2 in front of Master Findlay. On the outside, Paleface Adios is trying hard with Right Action, and Rip Van Winkle is storming home. But it's Koala King in front. He's going to win it. Koala King. Rip Van Winkle is flying home when it's all over. But Koala King has won. Rip Van Winkle came from second last on the corner to get second.
Koala King was considered to be the perfect racehorse and was renowned for his tremendous final sprint, which carried him to victory in virtually every major race on the Australian racing calendar. He raced in top company from the age of 2 until his retirement at 9, notching up 78 wins and 62 placings for an impressive $680,000 in prize money.
15 metres covered the field with a lap to go, and the pace has never been fast. Rip Van Winkle in front, a metre in front of Aberdare. Watt Brodell out 3 wide is struggling now, and then Sunray the centre. Next Koala King. Pure Steel hasn't gone yet, but he's had a hard run. Tanheel locked in on the rails from Mark Radium, Master Finlay and Junction Road. 600 to go in the back, and Aberdare and Rip Van Winkle together in front. Here's Pure Steel, pulled out 4 wide, going around Watt Brodell. Rip Van Winkle just led Aberdare, Watt Brodell, and now Pure Steel under the whips, throwing out the challenge, but could he keep going? Oh, I don't think so. Then Junction Road and Mark Radium. 400 out, Rip Van Winkle, joined by Pure Steel. They're 4 metres clear now from Koala King getting out. Next is Master Finlay getting up on the fence. Rip Van Winkle the rails and Pure Steel under the whip with Koala King at them from Master Finlay flashing home. Pure Steel and Rip Van Winkle together. Koala King coming at them and Master Finlay getting a run in the centre. Pure Steel joined by Koala King. Koala King put his head in front of Pure Steel, and Koala King's going to win the big one. Koala King first, second Pure Steel, dead heat for third, Master Finlay and Rip Van Winkle. Next Sunray, Mark Ray.
The son of Koala Frost was purchased at the Sydney yearling sales for a modest $1,300. The King was aptly named and was bestowed with many titles, including Australian Grand Circuit Champion and leading stakes winner for 1979. The following season, he was voted as New South Wales Harness Horse of the Year.
Did you always know he was going to have that ability from the first time you put him on a racetrack?
Yeah, well, he was always a very good, like even as a yearling, he sort of showed in the paddock that he had speed, but when we broke him in as a 2-year-old, he always had ability.
So from the first day you put a gig on the back of him, you thought this horse is going to be good?
I thought he was going to be good, yeah.
One of Koala King's favourite tracks was Moonee Valley, where he really excelled. And in 1979, as a 6-year-old, the King took out his second successive Winfield Cup.
And Dean Special is travelling well by 3 metres on Akamar Chief. I reckon he's got him beaten. Koala King is running third. Lee Sands fourth, hasn't gone. Back behind them is Roma Hanover, there followed by Durantation, has gone 3 horses wide, and Gordy's let him go here on Ret. They were followed by Freedom Day, Brad Adios. Red is now badly shut up, and last of all is the Scotsman. Off the back, inside the 400-metre mark, and Dean Special the one to beat. He defied them, Dean Special, by 2 metres on Akamar Chief. Koala King, and now Lee Sands is getting out and starting to come hard on his Ginger, then is Ret, there followed further back by Durantation. Roma Hanover, Brad Adios, I don't fancy can win. On the turn, Dean Special clear from Akamar Chief, and now Lee Sands is starting to make ground. Loretta's starting to labour. Dean Special in front. The danger, Lee Sands and Koala King getting up along the inside rail. Dean Special is in front. Koala King, Lee Sands is down the outside. Koala King put its head in front, and Koala King has won it. Koala King wins it by a head to Dean Special. Lee Sands has run third, Red fourth.
But undoubtedly the highlight of Koala King's career was his sensational victory in the 1980 Inter-Dominion final at Harold Park. The King gained a start in the star-studded field after winning a 3,090-metre heat.
At the winning post, the bell lap. It's Frosty Imp holding off Lone Boy, then Lee High Lad, then Lacano. Now Pure Steel is going up. Paleface Adios is getting out behind Lone Boy. Margaret Chapman is up there. Koala King pushing through, and Lord Modular and Lee Sands are at the rear. In the back straight, about 500 metres left. It's still Frosty Imp, Lone Boy, Lee High Lad reined up, then Lacano. Paleface Adios can't get through. Pure Steel's under pressure. Koala King back behind them. Margaret Shannon and Lee Sands and Lord Module. Frosty Imp has the lead, but here's the New Zealander Lacano challenging strongly. Frosty Imp has let go. Lacano on the outside. They were under pressure, both of them. Into the straight, it's Frosty Imp. Lacano going up. The driver looks back. He has it. Here's Koala King with that great burst at the finish. It's Lacano just in front. Koala King down the outside. Takes it out. What a great win. Koala King beats Lacano. Maybe Pure Steel or Frosty Imp. Paleface Adios. A great run.
Was he an easy horse to drive?
Yeah, he was a great horse to drive. He knew more about the game than I did. He was sort of, he's a true professional horse. He was a first-grade footballer. That's all it was. He's a champion horse.
In October of 1980, Koala King set a record when he won his third successive Winfield Cup, defeating his arch-rival Pure Steel.
They were followed by Margaret Shannon. Next is Luna Vale Lad, followed by Sheffield Thor. Further back to Retton. Last of all is Freedom Day. They come towards the 400-metre mark on the Cup. And the leader, Opalite, leads them by nearly a length on the outside. Pure Steel's coming again now at the leader, Opalite. And Pure Steel will nearly put the head in front before the turn. It's Pure Steel going to the front on the turn in the Winfield Cup. He leads them for home. Opalite looks beaten around the outside. Koala King followed by Brad Edios. Into the straight and Pure Steel under hard driving the leader. Koala King down the outside trying to bridge the gap. It's Pure Steel and down the outside Koala King. Pure Steel and Koala King, they get close to home. It's going to be close on the outside Koala King. Koala King's won the Cup narrowly from Pure Steel. Very close for third. Sheffield Thor rattled home from Red along the inside.
4 months later, Koala King stepped out in the 1981 A.G. Hunter Cup to seek revenge after his unlucky defeat by Stilo the previous year.
The back, 250 metres to go. Kotari Knight, the leader. He led by almost 3 metres on Romantic Chris. Gamalot is 3 horses wide. Friendly Footman is 4 deep. Locano is 5 wide. Koala King, Big S still can't get out. He's almost out now. Romantic Chris is dropping off, and here comes Koala. Kotari Knight being tackled by Koala King. Gamalot, Friendly Footman down the outside. Big F in front on Koala King, and Koala King for the money. Koala King wins the Hunter Cup. A great drive, Big F. Gamalot has run second, Friendly Footman or Kotari Knight for third.
2 days later, Koala King contested the 1981 Cranbourne Cup. The field contained Michael Frost and the living legend Paleface Adios. Could the King win 2 cups in 3 days?
Brad Adios, Friendly Footman, and here's the King of the Koalas down the outside. It's Michael Frost in front. Koala King inch by inch trying to get to him. Michael Frost is hanging on. Koala King and Friendly Footman are swamping him now. It's the Koala. Koala King in front, close to home. Too good. Too good. Koala King a champion. He's won a metre. Michael Frost, third. Friendly Footman. Paleface is there for the big run.
Koala King retired in 1982 and was sent to stud, but died tragically 5 years later. He left a record that will be hard to equal, winning on 13 different tracks of all shapes and all sizes from West Australia to New Zealand. But his 40 race victories at Harold Park will stand as a monument to a horse that would be king.